Welcome to Life Science. I am Thor Florentino from the Excellence in Execution Group of HUMSS 11 Copernicus. Good afternoon, Mrs. Amatorio. Today, we are going to discuss three topics: the evolution of vertebrates, the emergence of waterproof animals, and the evolution of lungs. The evolution of vertebrates. The origin of vertebrates was accompanied by the advent of a novel cell type, the neural crest. Emerging from the central nervous system, these cells migrate to diverse locations and differentiate into numerous derivatives. The vertebrate body plan emerged in concert with extensive changes to anterior chordate morphology, including assembly of a craniofacial skeleton, expansion of the anterior neuroepithelium into a brain, reorganization of the pharynx, and appearance of novel sensory system. The genesis of this vertebrate new head has been fundamentally linked to emergence of two cell types, the neural crest cells and ectodermal placodes. The neural crest is a transient vertebrate cell type characterized by its site of origin within the central nervous system, or CNS, multipotency, and ability to migrate and differentiate into numerous derivatives as diverse as cartilage, bone, melanocytes, peripheral neurons, and glia. Together with ectodermal placodes that give rise to the sense organs of the head, neural crest cells have contributed to the remarkable array of novel anatomies that make vertebrates unique. The emergence of waterproof animals. All organisms need to adapt to their habitat to be able to survive. Adaptations are any behavioral or physical characteristics of an animal that help it to survive in its environment. According to an article from nationalgeographic.org, adaptation is the biological mechanism by which organisms adjust to new environments or to changes in their current environment. So basically, animals developing unique characteristics are rooted to this adaptation, and one of those characteristics is being waterproof. But apparently, there are several changes occurred due to adaptation, but one characteristic has been acquired, and it is unusual for a living organism to be waterproof. By definition, waterproof means keeping water out or not allowing water to go through. It may be odd for a living organism to be waterproof totally, but it may be a characteristic that they need to develop in order to live successfully in the environment that they are in. Hence, the emergence of waterproof animals. So here are some examples of animals with hydrophobic or waterproof qualities. Number 1. Brazilian pygmy gecko. The Brazilian pygmy gecko is a species of South African lizard in the family geckos, or Geckota, distributed in North America, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean, as well as in Southern Europe, North Africa, the Middle East, and into Central Asia. And the number 2, fishing spider. They tend to live on the edges of streams and ponds where they feed mostly on insects, although they are capable of catching small frogs, tadpoles, and minnows. The number 3, otters and beaver. Both the beaver and river otter and the muskrat have 2 layers of fur, an outer layer of long straight guard hairs and a dense interwoven inner layer. Both the beaver and otter groom often to keep their fur clean of debris and to spread oil from glands located near the tail evenly over their fur. The evolution of lungs. Air breathing was critical to the terrestrial radiation and evolution of tetrapods and the rosinfish. The vertebrate lung originated from a progenitor structure present in primitive bony fishes. According to Charles Darwin, He believes that lungs evolved from gas bladder, but the fact that fish, plus molecular and developmental evidence, points to the reverse. Lungs evolved before swim bladders. Swim bladders evolved soon after lungs and are thought to have evolved from lung tissue. Lungs and swim bladders have different ontogenetic origins and can be used either for buoyancy or as an accessory respiratory organ. Therefore, the presence of air-filled bladders or lungs in different groups of fishes is an example of convergent evolution. Another major find in the 1930s is when scientists uncovered Ichthyostega, a meter-long vertebrate found in Greenland dating back to 365 million years ago. Ichthyostega had a body like a salamander, including fully developed pelvis, limbs, and even fingers. Ichthyostega is an early genus of tetrapodomorphs that lived at the end of late Devonian period, possessed lungs and limbs that helped it navigate through shallow water swamps. However, this fish is extinct and is closely related to tetrapods and found fossils in rocks in eastern Greenland. And then the next animal is the Tiktaalik. The Tiktaalik lived most of its life in the shallow water close to shore, using its strong front fins to push along the bottom and stabilize it in moving water. Tiktaalik rosei, better known as the fishapod, is a 375 million old fossil fish which was discovered in Canadian Arctic in 2004.